pages.
Mm. We are live. Welcome, everybody, to today's live session of Shining in Your Spotlight Book Review. Today, we're going to be reviewing chapter 3, and I have again with me Sonia. Nice to have you here again, Sonia. Thank you so much.
Thank you. As usual, let me share it, guys. Just 1 minute.
Okay. I should also find it as well because I need to share it. If you can share it with me, I'll be grateful. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, okay, I've seen it. I'm like, I can't find it here.
All right, so yeah, let's go then. I just copied the link. So we're going to be reviewing chapter 3, and it's yet another interesting topic. And I titled this one, Find Your Tribe, Build Your Tribe. And it's all about relationships. There's a quote that says here, your network is your net worth. But even before we dive into it, I want to just bring two Bible verses that I kind of, you know, want to talk about in line with this. One that says, iron sharpened iron. Sonia, I'm sure you know that, right? Another one that says, um, he who walks with the wise is wise. I mean, these are just all corroborating the same discussion as per what Pottergate is saying here, that your network is your network. What do you have to say before we dive in?
You know, what you just said, I just made sense. You know, when they say you are 5% of people that you dwell with.
Yes.
If you are dwelling with, someone said to me the other day, if you are dwelling with people who have paid their mortgage, you are the next person to pay off
Mm-hmm.
your mortgage, because that should be like your line of thought, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Another person said, if you're among people who are earning, let's say, $1 million, you're the
Mm-hmm.
next person to
Right.
earn $1 million. So, who are those that you break bread with?
Mm.
Who are those that every single day, like, this is where you are loading to?
Mm-hmm.
Because those are the ones that, trust me, a little bit of your lifestyle, you're seeing them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's more like, this is where you are getting the nuggets from. This is where you are eating from. This is where you are learning from. This is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Who are your friends?
Mm-hmm.
you know, who are your friends? If your friends are all those people that always like to travel, trust me, you are in that category.
Exactly.
If there are those who like to be in church, trust me, you are in that category.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there's no way you make friends with people who are not in line with the way you think.
Yes.
So you always resonate with those people who is living your kind of lifestyle. And that's
Exactly.
exactly what we see. Who are the people in your tribe?
Yeah.
Who are
Right.
the people in your network?
Yeah. So to add to that, right, because the topic talks about finding your tribe and then building your tribe, it's like two facets to it. So aside those that you're gonna gain from, there's also another piece that is part of your purpose of also translating to others what you have learned. So it's a rounded relationship in essence. We'll just dive into the beginning of the chapter and yeah. So I think the first discourse here was there was a realization I had one day. I was watching an inspirational video, right? And then I came across this lady who, I mean, she was speaking and it was as though she was just talking to me. I could just, I could sense everything in me. Like seeing her, I was seeing myself in her in essence, right? And then there was a word I just heard, resonance. And this is something I did like in physics more than how many years ago? When you were a science student, Sonia.
Yes.
And let me just explain what that resonance is. It's more like a vibration that happens when there's a frequency between two, in the case of experiments, right? Tuning forks. They are vibrating at the same frequency, even if they're not touching each other. Two things are shaking at the same, together,
Okay.
side by side. But one is actually vibrating and the other starts to vibrate because of the fact that it is close to it. And the discovery was that they were both of the same frequency. So, for example, 50 hertz of a tuning fork, another 50 hertz of another tuning fork, they'll vibrate. But if you bring 100 hertz near it, nothing happens. If you like, shake, shake, shake. If you like, do whatever, it's not going to vibrate. So me bringing it to life was more like I resonated with that lady so much. I was like, this is something that I see in myself. And I feel for a fact, like those, when you see those kinds of things, it's an indication of what your purpose is.
It's yeah.
You're drawn to those things. It's an instinct from within. Like you don't need anything else to let you know that there's something drawing you to people. And also, that's the way we also build relationships, right? There's some people you just are naturally drawn to. So sometimes you don't even know why. You won't be asking yourself, "What am I?" But there's an innate thing in you that connects you. I think that's a spiritual aspect of what God has made relationships to be like. You
Yeah,
know,
it just brings to like when people say opposite attracts in terms of
exactly.
marriage couple where one is very quiet and the other one is like very, and you're wondering how did you guys
Come together,
come
exactly.
together. One
Mm,
is very social while the other one is not like
yeah,
I'm not that. And when you sit back you're like, God, where did these guys meet this woman? Because they are not from the same. But then that is a beautiful part of the resonance, like you said.
yeah.
Someone who is not I call it someone who is not doing so well
Hmm.
wants to be in the midst in someone who is doing well,
Yeah,
because they want to resonate, they want to rub shoulder, they want to get nuggets from these kind of people.
yeah.
So you more like opposite attracts in the sense. And
Hmm.
when you say resonate, I remember those days in physics, like the way we are taught, we are brought outside where they have this whole ions that they use in building foundations. So they
Right,
always tell us to hit it and hear it from the other, end of it. You know,
exactly.
that was how we are taught resonance in the
Yeah,
physics days,
yeah.
because then it was very practical. So
Hmm.
when you hear the sound together with the other one, it tells you how those things come to life, how we can actually tap with each other, tap
Hmm.
with our tribe to actually be there.
Yeah.
You're looking for publicity for something, you need to be in the midst of those who are there.
Hmm.
You want to write a book, you need to be in the midst of those who are writers, who are
Exactly.
authors.
Yes.
You want to learn how to sing. What kind of song you want to sing? You be in the midst of those who are doing exactly what you want to do,
Hmm.
and you have a certain purpose you want to achieve, like something you want to do, you have to be in that midst, because like you said, your network is
Yeah.
your network.
Work. Yeah.
You won't have to be in those places where you can't see the light
Hmm.
in what you want to do.
Yes.
So it doesn't make sense because they two don't even resonate with each other at all. So
Yes.
usually we say, do you resonate with me or do you understand me? It doesn't mean we just want to know whether this is in a tune or in collaboration with what you want to actually be or
Yes.
achieve. And
Yeah.
that's the beautiful part of this chapter.
Yes. So you know what you're just saying means only one thing. There has to be intentionality in
Reality.
everything,
Yeah.
right? And I think it should even start from an early age, teaching children this thing to know how to pick their friends, choose their friends,
Yeah.
people who share the same values as they, right? Not just okay because we're in the same class, that's how friendships are built. Yes, you definitely have those circle of friends that because you're doing the same thing at that time, but it's also important to be intentional about where you want to go and work to see that you're having the kinds of relationships that
Yeah.
are in line with where you want to go so that you can even get there faster. There's something I said here. I said seeking out people who embody the qualities, the values, and goals you strive for can be incredibly beneficial for your business, your career growth, and your personal development. Like these individuals, they can serve as your mentors, as your role models. They can serve as sources of inspiration. People that will just challenge you out of your normal life, your comfort zone, right? To guide you along your journey. Because at the end of the day, you need those challenges to be able to rise to new heights.
It just goes down to a lot of someone telling me this afternoon. I usually ask them questions like, why do you the person, I don't know what it's about, maybe a poster you put, but I just see myself in it.
Hmm.
Is more like you said, embodies the quality of what you are actually seeking out for.
Exactly. Yes.
There is no magic. It's just maybe the write up speaks to you, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe it speaks to like your inner spirit, and you're like, this is it for me, And that's the beautiful part of, like you said, seeking out mentorship, seeking out coaching in the environment, in the tribe, on which you feel more, like you call it here, sense of harmony and understanding
Mm-hmm.
because of common interest.
Yeah.
the belief or the experience.
Yes.
And that's the beautiful part of it. You having, like, sometimes when people say coaching and all that, it's more like people who have the experience,
Mm-hmm.
more than you, or people you can learn from.
Yes.
You resonate with them because they've gone ahead of you to get, gain that knowledge.
Exactly.
And I love this part so much because it teaches us how we can't run our course alone.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
There are those people, their life is tied to helping us grow.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they are your pastors, maybe your church community,
Right.
maybe your immediate community where you are at, or maybe your friends in school. But then there is something about this environment or this set of people, that resonates with you to want to connect. And like you said, the intentionality of connecting
Yes.
to this set of people,
Mhm.
you
And it's
know,
not just about connect. Like the intentionality should go to the point where you put yourself out there, right,
yeah,
to be helped. Seek how you can probably give value to them, right? Or, just be in that space where you're not just waiting, but being proactive to put yourself in that environment in essence. So I'm saying here, by surrounding yourself with those kinds of people that resonate with your aspirations, you will definitely accelerate your growth and creating a supportive environment. Do you know that there are sometimes you may even have some friends that when you sit down to process it, probably some of them may have some negative, will I say, thoughts or things that may dissuade you even from your dreams or you
yeah,
know what I mean, right? But you may not really think in that light,
my
right?
life,
That's
yeah.
why it's important to analyze. It's like doing an audit, I will use the word, permits me, right? To
Mm-hmm.
understand who is in my space that can hold me back, right? And I'm not saying you put those people away, but you'll be more guarded when those kinds of negative energy is coming to you to drive
Mm-hmm.
you from what you're supposed to be doing. I was speaking to one of my friends, and she was saying how she wanted to do this business, right? About 2 or 3 years ago. But she didn't because her sister was like, "Oh no, I mean, like, don't you can't go down that route, right?" So it could even be your family member. They really,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's not like you're going to put them off away, but you'll be more
yeah.
guarded in how you approach issues when it comes to the relationships around, including your family members.
No, I love the word audit. Because sometimes people see and they wonder, like, what are you doing with this person? Because they're looking at, maybe the values are not, alike.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said sometimes the opposite that attracts.
Mm,
And trust me, there is always a purpose of why people are in our life,
mm,
whether it's for us to uphold them or
mm-hmm,
to hold them accountable or
mm-hmm.
to be the light in their life.
Yes.
So, in the terms of not letting their negativity or letting maybe the way they see things
Mm-hmm.
affect you,
Yeah.
you are outliving. Like, I'm going to share a story. I have a friend from the whole opposite thing. Our values are different.
Mm, mm.
When people say, "Oh, church," she will always tell me, "Oh, you're a church girl." Like, I'm not a church girl.
Right.
Those kind of things.
Yes.
Oh, and the point is, whenever I appear, and she's doing a certain thing, she know that is not aligning with me.
Right.
Just the fact that I am there, she's conscious about that.
Right.
You get it? So
Yeah.
it comes with you actually standing firm in the values you uphold
Mm,
or hold dear to yourself
yeah.
and not letting the negativity.
Yeah.
Rather, like I always tell my child, you will lead and not
Mm-hmm.
follow
Exactly.
because you're not going to conform to the world.
Exactly.
They will have to conform because you carry the anointing within you. You
Exactly.
carry the spirit within you. So this comes with, when we say tribe, trust me, for everyone in our life, there's a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Some are long term, some are short term.
Yes.
Some are there to bring out the light in us. Some are there to radiate, like to turn on the light in us.
Mm-hmm.
And some we might not see it. Maybe a long time we look at it like I remember one time a friend I was talking about time management, like she's not good with the time management. And I remember one time I just sent her a message, like she asked, "Where am I?" I'm saying I'm in library. And she said, "Why you?" I said, "Because I don't have the same time, I don't run my life the same way you do. My 24 hours has to be there, like I have to account for every hour."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she got angry. She was like, you do too much. you know What do you mean by your 24 hours have to be accounted? I said every moment of my life
Counts. It
counts.
counts. Yes.
Either I'm resting or doing something. There is something because I can't get any hour back.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be conscious of your daily tasks, of
Mm-hmm.
your daily. So to me, I was expecting her to learn, but rather than learning, she turned it into you do too much.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, so
Right.
auditing what really is helpful,
Mm-hmm.
needful, or not necessary.
Yeah.
Because
Very
for
good.
everyone in our life, there is a purpose.
Yeah.
So we are there as a change agent, as the light they need to see.
Yeah.
Okay, it
Yeah.
still goes to not conforming, but rather let your tribe radiate and shine the light in the spotlight.
Exactly.
That is why you're there. That is why you're there.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so I'll just take this part where Amy Poehler said something. She said, "Find a group of people who challenge and inspire you. Spend a lot of time with them, and it will change your life." You know, when I was writing this part, like the description for this topic today, I wrote it as relationships, right? With the ship in capital letters. I'm sure you can see that. Because it's driving you to your destination. The relationships you have will drive you to whatever destination.
Yeah,
The friendships you have will drive you to a certain destination. So
exactly.
I mean, this is a key principle we have to take cognizance of, the fact that we have to be conscious of who we let in our space, of the people in our space, and make sure that we're taking control of this journey by leveraging on the right relationships to get where we want to go. Because with that, the wisdom, the experiences of those that are in front of you, their success stories will definitely be your aspiration for moving forward. Yeah.
Easier driving first. Like I love the parts where it was written like pushing someone on a wing that just the right time. You know, I always join Pastor Joy when he says, even if your faith cannot carry you, my faith
Mhm.
will carry you.
Exactly.
It's like the faith of your tribe will carry you. You know,
Yes.
sometimes you see yourself not doing some things, but the people you are around with propels you to do stuff,
Yeah.
propels you to want to do stuff. So like you're seeing yourself, oh, this is where I want to be, or this is something like maybe they're dressing a certain way, and you were like, I think I have to change my dress sense. Like from
Mhm.
nowhere, you're
Mhm.
already dressing alike.
Yes.
So those inspiration, those things, trust me, they resonate with you. So therefore, you have to do alike.
Yes.
That's why they always say if you are in the midst of people who are doing well, X, Y, and Z, trust me, in a short while you are doing that X, Y, and Z
Exactly. Yeah.
because they rub off on each other. You know,
Yes.
like you said here, the vibration of their messages through books, videos steeps into quality and authenticity. Because if you're willing for that change, you will find yourself in it.
Exactly.
You'll find yourself in it.
Yeah. So sometimes, right, because the reason I included this part is because sometimes some people may be like, where will I find the necessary friends or whatever, right? I don't have that kind of circle. I mean, the technology has made it easy for you to
Easy.
find people that you can follow that vibrate or resonate with your aspirations. You start from there. Before long, you will find the people
Just
physically that you need to even connect to. But you can start from online. I have many people that I follow, right? Like in terms of their videos, their talks, their books, and I'm inspired continually.
yeah.
And that's the only way we can grow, because if you stay in your own space of all that you know is not all there is.
Oh,
You have to
yeah.
connect to people who are higher than you in certain regards to be able to, you know, build yourself up. And that's why personal growth is not something you do by yourself. It's definitely involving, learning from others on
Other
your
people.
journey. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, just like when we all move, I always share this story of when people, kind of migrate. You're
Mm-hmm.
looking, oh, people of your skin color. Oh, let me wear those, and look, so I can ask them questions. And sometimes, because you're being myopic in the kind of tribe you are looking for, you
Mm,
get blinded from the information there is.
right.
Sometimes because we're alluding to, oh, these are my people, so therefore, so that, you are just limited by what they know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And by the time you're like, you know what, I'm going to evolve from this whole community thing and
Yes.
find people who are really out there like I am,
Yes.
you will find out that you will learn more,
Yes.
you will relate more.
Mm-hmm.
and you find out the rich and the beautiful, if I like tell it, of the cultures we have in Canada here, because this is a
Yeah.
country where all culture have been accounted for.
Yes.
So if you want to learn so much, you need to look at the circle you are dwelling in.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just for information
Mm-hmm.
or is it for growth?
For growth, yeah. See
Is
what I
it?
said in this thought to consider section. I said when building your tribe, you do not just seek mirrors of your current self. That's the people in your current space, but
Mm-hmm.
also visions of of your future potential, where you see yourself. That's how you should think about when you build your relationships, not just those in your current circle, because the world is large, like you said, cultures are vast, and there's so much out there that you do not know. That in
Mm-hmm.
this lifetime, you need to even dig in and explore how things are being done in other cultures, how people think, and all that. So, this kinds of association will definitely be a catalyst for your advancement, your transformation, and you will be amazed at yourself. Even the way you think, the way you process things will
Yeah,
definitely change.
change.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we're going to go to the call to action that talked about reflecting on your goals and your values.
yeah.
So it just goes on to tell you how you can take some time to reflect on your personal goals, your professional goals, and find your tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Finding those people that have the same core values, okay,
Yeah.
as you or you want to learn from.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like we said initially, opposites attract. Sometimes you want something that is the opposite of who you are.
Yeah.
You consider to aspire to achieve, and the qualities you admire in others. Go for it. Go for it. This year is that year of empowerment. You need to empower yourself.
Yeah.
You don't need to stay, abrazed backwards. I'm looking forward to them reaching out to you. Reach out,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so that you can find those who walk in line with your goal to
Mm-hmm.
help you achieve your purpose in life. Not
Yeah.
even your goal, your purpose
In
in
life.
life.
Exactly.
Your purpose in life.
Yeah. So the second call to action is you identifying potential. I said, look for individuals who have achieved in success in areas that align with those goals that you have set for yourself, those values that you hold there. This could be people, someone maybe in your field of work, in your church, it could be a public figure, but definitely be intentional about finding those people whose values resonate with you so that you can start to learn from them. And that's the way you're going to go.
Yeah, so from the basics, so obtain any content, any book, podcast, or videos, because trust me, these people that can help you are out there.
Yeah.
I know, like you shared before, you follow those people who you love their core values, you
Mm-hmm.
love the way they do things. Maybe they're your fully authors that you're learning from,
Yeah.
but then those are the things propelling you to the destiny or to who actually you want to be. In
Yeah.
maybe, I always tell people, maybe 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes now might be what might be paying to see you. Before we kind of come up, we have to kind of sign autograph and go through all the security lines and everything before, because those are purpose,
Yeah.
those are dreams, those are goals. Because you're in line to get in there, you
Mm-hmm.
are attuning yourself with these people.
Yeah.
So same way with you, find those postcards, those books that speaks to you.
Yeah.
Follow them to learn every single day. Make it a weekly thing.
Yeah.
Pick points that you can ruminate with, meditate on, that help you grow from who you are right now to
Yeah.
who you want to be.
Yeah. This is a great way to have a mindset shift, honestly. Like
Yeah.
a great way to have a mindset shift. I was like, there's an online, it's an ad actually of Richard Branson, or what's his name? I think no, Richard Bronson, I don't know. There's a name like that, right? The guy, he's one of the best selling marketing strategists or something like that. And Myron Golden was saying in that particular ad that you created an environment for me to discover who I am.
Um,
And Myron is a lot older than that guy, right?
yes.
But he's
Yes. I saw.
but
Yes.
he so learned from the guy because that one came with a wealth of experience in that his own line that has caused Myron now to start shining in his own way, right? So I mean, it's just beautiful when you have that right synergy and relationship that propel you forward. Honestly,
When I saw that, it makes sense having a system
mm,
that can transform the life of people.
yeah,
Sometimes we not know how far works, how far trainings,
mm-hmm,
how far reading can
mm-hmm,
do to us, on
yeah,
how far being in the midst of those who have what you
Need.
need can
Exactly.
do for you. Trust me, that art spoke to me when he said that. I
Yeah.
think I wrote it down when I did a screen grab.
Oh,
He
really?
said it with all authenticity, and you
Yes.
could feel what he's
Yes.
saying.
Yes.
That you provided the environment for me to be who
Mhm.
I am really. He said
Yeah.
it. I'm really am,
Yes.
and that's what matters.
Yes.
Who are you?
Yeah.
The environment you are in, is it providing you to become who you want to be?
Mm-hmm. So,
Here I just love what you said. Pay it forward.
mm,
Pay it forward.
yeah.
As you benefit from mentorship, consider offering mentorship to others.
Yes.
And that is what life is about.
Yeah.
Gaining the wisdom and imparting other people to do so.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful work of Jesus. Like he had all he had to have.
Mm-hmm.
Before he left, he said, I will give you the Holy Spirit, who is not just going to end with me,
Mm-hmm.
but is going to go with you as such.
Yeah.
And the same way I'm a God, I will make you a God.
Yeah.
And he, as he did, he will tell us, go out there, be
Yes.
fruitful, and make disciples of
All great
all
name.
men.
Yes.
It didn't end with Jesus. He left something in us and he
Yeah.
tell us, please put the same thing to
Yeah.
others to put the same thing. And
Yeah.
when someone talk about networking, people look at it on the wrong way. I said, Jesus is the greatest network,
Hey. Mm-hmm. The biggest brand on earth.
the biggest network.
The most long-lasting brand ever. Networker. Oh yeah.
As a Christian, when people want to I'm like, don't go there because if you have me, Jesus is the biggest networker.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
And
your network, like you said initially, is your network, the
mm-hmm.
environment. Because trust me, you accept Jesus in your life, you learn the principles, you go to foundation school, you are made in the Holy Spirit, you are there out to
Mm-hmm.
use. Let me use the word recruit.
Yes. You start to make the impact in others, like replicating himself,
You
right?
start to recruit. Let me use the main word that men don't like to hear. You start to recruit people for Jesus. You're
Yeah.
creating more disciples. The
Mm-hmm.
disciples create more disciples. And
Yes.
that's the beautiful part about the Christendom as a whole.
Yeah.
And that is what produces you and I.
Yeah.
Have they kept it to themselves? We won't be here. Have they not network?
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have heard about him.
So that's the beauty of relationships. So this is a
Yeah,
core principle, and I'll go back to those two scriptures I said. In as much as what was written here is your network is your net worth, but remember this: he who walks with the wise is wise, and iron sharpeneth iron.
yeah,
So when you keep this in your consciousness, be sure to always walk in it in a way that you're identifying those categories of people that can help you grow. And of course, you're looking to translate that to the younger generation or to those around you that you know are not up to the level that you are. And that's what makes the world a beautiful place.
yeah, yeah.
So that being said, thank you so much for your time today. I know that
Thank
we've had an
you.
interesting almost 30 minutes of conversation today. And for everyone that will catch this on a replay, thank you for watching. And if you have any comments, leave us a comment, leave us a question if you want to ask any questions, and we'll be sure to get back to you. For now, it's bye, but we're going to come back to you next week, Sunday, and we'll be reviewing chapter 4. That's yet another interesting topic. So stay tuned. We'll be back. Thank you so much, Sonia.
You're welcome.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye now.